week in game since all of that went down. And it had been about a week, honestly, not much longer. We could stretch it and say maybe a fortnight since all of this adventuring began, anyway, right? So the word had more or less gotten out that some people had started to poke beyond, the barrier and adventure again, and that's so you guys might be some of the first opportunists to hear that news and come a knocking. Or I think I've read something about dark doings or something like that. So maybe you heard more recent um, rumors. But one way or the other, however you ended up linked up, um, well, actually, it could really go however you guys want. I had it just sort of planned that we could start boom right here and be doing, but it really I have enough maps to play with that it could still be pretty open ended. I just don't want to hover around in town and waste your guys' time too much on that stuff.
I mean, I already got in. My guys get good. I used to use my old character sheet, started from fresh. So
I saw it changed your token,
okay,
but I don't know how to change the actual character art
it's totally fine.
or anything like that yet. Here's one I gotta change. Jake, what's your character's name?
It was Anton Vladivostok.
Do you go by Anton or do you go by Vlad?
I guess we'll find out as we play. I just thought it sounded cool. Class feat.
Mom's in town. She's all the time. It's like, oh,
Aw. Well, I mean, mom's important. That's kind of a big deal. You just like run away, like, no, I gotta put D&D, mom. Thanks for hanging out, but
she was
coming
sick of
in.
me. She's like, get away.
Good, good opportunity for a break.
Oh, don't mind though. I was testing things. That's why there's a bunch of Britain.
I don't mind.
I
You're
figure
welcome
out.
to come in here and test all the time.
Oh,
This is our workshop. We also have some kind of game going on, but it's a
yeah.
workshop.
I was trying to figure. I don't know if I'm gonna use items. Reading on them in the thing. Here, I'll post them. Posting. Okay, there.
Yeah, combat
Okay, so
journal.
yeah. Um, you keep cutting in and out, Carp. I'm sorry.
Neat. I don't know if it's my audio or like am I cutting out right now because I turned off my audio so that I could talk to the dog.
You sound okay to me.
My internet.
Your
You guys
video
both
seems
sound
a little
fine.
wonky. You keep flashing a little bit.
Oh, you. I can't even see you. Here, let me try to reconnect.
Well, that wouldn't be Discord. Well,
But so what I linked there, um, so it can be used one-handed or two-handed, but don't think I can grapple at range with that, right?
It's got 20 feet.
Of thrown, but like weapons that have certain like ranged feats that you can do things with usually say like ranged trip or ranged. So I'm thinking that since it doesn't say that, I don't think I can actually grapple with a throw.
No. Jeez, I don't, you're getting into some real nitty gritty stuff.
Yup.
no, it has the thrown 20 feet and the grapple. This is obviously intended to throw at somebody and grapple them. It is a
Yeah,
bola on a rope.
I would agree
Well,
with that.
because I can't find any like definitive things.
What is tethered?
There's just a 10 foot rope on it, which is kind of weird because you throw it 20, but there's only a 10 foot rope. So I think within the 10 foot range, I could probably grab them, but it's probably two handed if I want to grapple somebody with it and then hold on to the rope. I would say that's how I was gonna play with it. I couldn't throw it one handed and hold on to the rope.
Correct. Within 10 feet, you can use it to like hook somebody and grab them. but longer than that, you use it like a bola just to like they would be grappled wherever they are.
On Path Builder, these are actually supposed to do d6 damage, but these things don't have the damage range. But I wouldn't use damage of grapple. So
Yeah. So you could throw it. Is this a weapon that like you're gonna? This is what you'll be throwing, and so you'll be choosing like whether or not you want them to do damage or you want them to grapple, or is this one of the things you'll be throwing?
it's one of the things. I may even throw an ally at occasions.
Okay, so you're barbarian back.
Yes. If I have a champion friend that wants to get closer.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a cool idea.
I'm
I don't know if
messing
your
with it.
champion friend is the kind of guy that wants to get thrown into the battle necessarily, though.
Oh, and the reason
He seems a little more.
why
He seems like a Jon Snow type champion.
Well, they. Mm.
Oh man, I hit the nail on the head. Sorry to do
No,
that to you.
no, you actually you're about as far off as you can get.
Oh, good, good. Was I right with Perry?
Peregrine, yes.
You don't go by Perry.
I'm sure. Why not? Whatever you feel most comfortable calling me.
Okay, apparently I'm the DM slash player that chooses all the characters' nicknames, except for my own, except for my stupid own.
my internet sucks?
You guys are all coming through fine for me.
I have a net, 2 boomerangs, javelins, some hatchets.
That's quite a collection you got there.
Yeah, I've been collecting them over the years on a boat.
You get a weapon from everywhere you go. You just pick them up as you see them.
Usually I pick them up body.
I see. You're a little bit of a trophy collector. Is that it?
Only if it's cool.
What qualifies as a cool weapon?
Mambalay.
These are pretty cool.
Munga? Danisco.
E-
Hybrid knife.
I've never seen one of those before, but I got something that I think is pretty neat. Oh, sweet! You have the bladed scar. I was thinking about that. It's so cool. It's the favorite weapon of my deity, and so I carry it around to honor her. And it comes in handy pretty much all the time.
Keeps your neck warm.
That too.
I'm always warm.
Is
That's
that
intimidating.
is that Desna?
Ashava.
Yeah, there you
A
go.
what? What?
Ashava.
What's a Shava?
Ashava is the true spark. Ashava guides lost souls out of the darkness. Ashava, uh, Ashava is the light in the forest that you follow in order to get out.
Just starts pulling out all these weapons and showing you all these things.
How's your bulk?
Not even close.
All
Not
you guys let me know
even
when you're ready to rock
close.
and roll.
Oh, I got this. It's just metal sheet. It does stuff.
Is it like a shield or is it different than a shield?
It was a plank on a boat we raided. I just made it into a shield.
I like that. Reusing, recycling. Seems good.
It was a pretty boat.
What was the name of the boat?
Didn't ask.
Huh. Carp, you're muted.
It's okay. I'm talking to Lauren and the dog, so I'm in and out, in and out. But I had said, and I think you guys heard. When you're ready, let me know.
Ready. Showing all my tiny toys to everybody.
Well, then I will ask you, Hazel, since you seem to have the drop. We'll say that you all you needed was to hear that folks. You were the next town over, trying to look for something, and all you needed was to hear that some people have gone off in the wilds beyond. You're like, they're letting people through. I'm there. You got there, and the first couple of people you could grab to get out were these mooks. So, um, we'll say you've poked out a little bit. You spent a day out in the fields here, kind of rooting around and find much except for some gophers. Where would you have decided to go? I kind of figured you heard some rumors about the old abandoned town of Hallow Goat, but you don't have to take that lead if you don't want. It's
I like goats.
theoretically- All right,
Yeah.
heading that way.
Yeah, I like
Works for you?
goats. Yeah. Are they the fainting kind?
Sounds good.
I like the fainting kind the most.
In my world, they are more likely the screaming kind. They'd be the obnoxious kind.
They seem cool too. Yeah, I like goats. We'll go with the goats. Whole town of goats, though? Is that what it is?
It is a whole town of goats. That's what you heard.
That's awesome. I haven't seen that in the sea. I want to see that.
No.
Friends, you want to go see Town of Goats?
Yeah, sure. I've never seen a town of goats.
By the way, I'm Hazel.
Pleased to meet you, Hazel. I'm Peregrine.
I like that name.
Thank you. I do too. I like Hazel. It's a nice color. You seem like a nice fellow.
Yeah. I can get a little nutty too.
I like that, Hazel. Live up to your name.
Let me see if there's an easy way for me to adjust the size of the tokens really quick. Dimensions. Hey. Now we're talking. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I do?
Hazel now. Rotating to Britain. Your name Karen?
No. How do you fix that?
On the setting wheels down the bottom, go down there. It opens up the general, and then nameplates go to character name only. If your character sheet,
Hey.
unless you have access to two character sheets still, maybe.
Hey. Let go. Drop. Alright.
I only had one character sheet.
Probably shouldn't have to deal with this three more times.
The second shoe? Yeah, you're gonna have no shoes left. Is that a dog on a bed? Or
Oh, my dog's going on my bed all the time.
never. I would kill Buggy.
Don't let it happen.
He will die.
It's so hard to get him off.
Yeah. Loves the furniture until like.
Dude, I release the character? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know how it works. I only reuse the character sheet, so you guys might have access to both, so it might not switch your name.
I'll try it. Let's see.
Jake.
What in the world are you talking about?
Anton.
There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
Wait, how did you do that?
Okay. In the lower left,
Yes.
right click on your name where it says players with the little different colors. Okay. Go to user configuration.
I see.
Okay.
I
And on
see.
the bottom it says release character.
By Foresight.
And that'll let you choose your new one.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Now, why do your token names still show up as Jake and Milo 2? This is because you haven't taken command of these ones yet. I don't think because I made them new. I don't think I'm copying the archetypes over yet, so that's okay.
yeah, I can't move. We don't have control.
Yeah. Wait, you don't have control over these tokens?
No.
No. Yeah, can't move them.
Okay. Well, you're going to all go to anyway, so who cares? So let's go somewhere else. um, all right, then I got to configure some settings. Let's see.
Why I have swirly.
Well, that's sort of up to you to tell us. Is your tummy upset? Well,
Okay.
are you hungry?
Let's see here. Well, he'll be glad to see you. Lizzie, you want to get up? Clyde, stop. Okay, time to go back to bed. Mom will check on you. Okay. Token name, Hazel. Play name, blah, blah, blah. Represented actor, Hazel. Isn't that you?
B.
Okay. Hazel Strongarm. Represented actor. Good. Update token. Do you have control?
Maybe I need to relog. Let me refresh. Maybe.
Oh, configure ownership. That was it. I had Brenton as the owner. Owner? Owner? Save changes. Well, you're not paused. This isn't going to work. So, Jake, you are now. Are you Anton Vladivostok?
Let me see. Nope, not letting me move. You want me to relog?
No.
I didn't sign all the way out. I could try sign.
Link actor data. What's your represented actor? Like, what is your? Isn't that you?
How would I find that out? Presented actor. Is that on the character sheet?
I have an actor ID.
Okay. Let's see. I have. is fine. Update token. So now we have Peregrine Russell, and we configure ownership. Owner gonna be, what is your Peregrine is now the name, but I still have you here as Forsyth.
Yes, try it.
Owner. Save changes. It was already preset that way. So has anybody tried to like log out and log back in?
No, but
No.
can I get rid of this stuff? Or do you need enough here? No. Get rid of it? Okay.
Still can't.
Configure access to the specific document, allowing each user to be assigned a different level of visibility. Ownership configuration. Hazel, I'm looking at you, buddy. All players. Observer.
Token speed.
Well, your player profile name is Brenton, but I just have you as owner on that, and then the rest are default. Oh, so I guess all players should be default. None. Try it now, Brenton or Hazel. Still no good.
Still no go.
Pause.
Now it is.
Well, what in the world?
Good thing we went straight to goats.
All right, let me just try. Let's try put a fresh one on here.
You can play for us, I guess.
Am I in control of that?
Nope.
Your roles work.
Yeah, we have access to the character sheets. It's just for some reason the tokens aren't linked to that somehow.
Okay, so then I will puppeteer your tokens.
Cool.
And we'll get the show on the road. So you find yourself on the path. What are you striking at there?
Oh, I was just seeing if the rolls work.
Glad? Okay.
Don't you hit the goats. They're our friends.
You find yourself on a path, and on this path, well, I don't know. It's a good question. Hazel, would you be out in front?
There's goats. I will be looking at the goats on front.
Okay. You haven't seen any goats. You're going to a town called Hallow Goat, or it used to be called Hallow Goat. It's just an old ruined town now. Nobody really knows anything.
Hollow goat. That's also interesting. I would definitely be leading.
Okay. So make a perception check.
I
And
don't even care. I want to see a hollow goat. I'm actively not looking.
Jake, roll me a d6. Okay, I see the 2. Let me tell you what you see. Oh, this is going crazy.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, it's loading a whole bunch of compendium stuff right now. But shouldn't be too bad. All right. 2. And it's pretty excessive, so maybe give it a few minutes and then trade them out. Okay. Okay. Well, then it'll go a lot smoother. All right. So I'm gonna trade out the dog and the cat, and all of this is gonna go a whole lot smoother from then. So give me a few more minutes and I can get this settled and give you my attention.
Sounds
Go
good.
for it.
Cool.
What'd you guys do?
I was a guard. Well, I did a little bit of guarding, but mostly I was an astrologer. I like the stars quite a lot, and I'm real interested in being able to pay more attention to them.
We call you the navigator on the boat.
I did do a little bit of navigating here and there. Can't say I love boats though. I tend to get a bit seasick.
I am under the employ of the Church of Serenre. I am, I suppose, what you would call a monster hunter.
A very respectable profession, Anton. I quite like that. Theron Ray, you say? That's
Where are
I
you?
see another religious man out here.
Where are you from? You talk funny.
I come from far from the east. Most likely a place you have never heard of.
I've been a lot of places.
Sorry. Eating. Are you familiar with the country of Ustalav?
I haven't been there. Is it on the ocean?
No, landlocked, I believe.
I don't travel too far. This might be the farthest I've been from the ocean in a long time.
You are a sailor then.
Yeah, I sailed.
That's
Hazel,
good.
would you say you were a pirate?
I sailed.
Listen, no judgment if you were. We each do what we gotta do to make our way in the world, and I'm glad to see that you've left piracy at least for the moment.
Yes, retired.
Collected all the weapons you could.
Oh no.
See if you could find some landlocked ones instead.
Oh, more weapons can be collected. My back was getting hurt. Much they're too heavy. Loading cannonballs all day, just way too heavy. Just for practice. Never on anybody.
Hazel.
Things controversial.
Hey, just out of curiosity, either of you two know any healing?
Yes, I am well versed in the healing arts, for lack of a better term.
If you
Yeah, me too.
don't mind a hook, I can use that to stitch you up.
No offense, Hazel, but having seen your extreme collection of bladed things, I think I'm gonna stick with myself and Anton as the designated healers of this particular party.
No, no, no. It won't be this hook. It'd be the hook in this.
Oh, there you go. we all took. Hey, we learned. I got that
Bravo,
too.
everyone.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Learned a lesson.
this hook's for grabbing things. The other hook, it's much smaller hook, but it does the job. I stitch very well. See this scar? Hardly notice it. Big scar across his
It
chest.
does look pretty good, actually. That's impressive.
Nimble fingers. That is good.
What'd you call my fingers?
Nimble. It is trying to compliment.
Oh,
No offense was made.
I- yeah, I have nice fingers.
Hazel, did you do that stitch job on a ship? Because that's even more impressive if you did.
Think the zigzag was natural? Obviously.
It looks pretty good, regardless. I don't know if I'd be able to do that on dry land. A good of a job. Well done.
Who needs combat? Just put a conversation about stitching things on a boat.
Yeah. We know each other. Cool.
Anton, what have you killed? What's a
Oh.
monster hunter of your caliber gone after?
It is tricky to get into specifics because there are, as I have found, so many different monsters. Monsters, such a broad term. I mean, obviously, the werewolf, right? The zombie, but even within the zombie, there are different classifications. You know, there is like a ghoul and a spirit, your poltergeist, on and on. One thing that is surprising is just the vast amount of creatures of the night that you run into.
Well, gosh, Anton, I think I could just listen to you go on and on all day about those.
Yes, we all have accents. It's pretty cool. I'm a big fan. I like it. The role play is good stuff.
Hit that nail right on the head, Anton. You did.
You said a lot of words. I heard monster and monster. So that was good, right? Killed monsters.
Yes. So you like, yeah, you'd see he has just a ton of, like, he probably's got like about a dozen necklaces with different symbols, bracelets, um, stuff sort of hanging off his sleeve, multiple belts, and each one, you know, if you have any knowledge of religion, you would know that there are, you know, symbologies, all kinds of different stuff, knickknacks, tons of little things.
What, you just couldn't choose?
Now hold on, Hazel. Between your weapons collection and Anton's trinkets, I'm feeling a little underdressed. The two of you really have a look going on.
Yes. But they're handy. I don't know if he throws those at people. Do you throw your necklaces at people? That would be cool.
If the job requires it, yes.
Oh, you
A tool for every job and a job for every tool, as they say.
I like that.
Sorry, I was just enjoying the conversation and looking to see if I could find all that compendium stuff that Tom had with the just with the good character tokens. I have the basic ones, but I was
Does
looking
it
for fun.
would it have anything to do with the canvas layer controls?
Canvas layer controls. I don't think so. Oh. Journal. Yeah. Well, oh, there we go.
Bleeding? Is that what that symbol is? Like I can't tell.
I thought you had some kind of constant buff going on.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. That's I don't see it
Is
on
that
my.
what it is?
I don't see it on the thing, and I don't have any icon because I'm not in control of that token.
Are
So
you a barbarian?
yeah,
Maybe you got some kind of thing that's always going.
Are you raging? Maybe you're
Simmer-
raging.
Yeah, maybe that's rage.
I'm just always raging.
Yeah. Or maybe you have like a simmering rage and it's like always slowly going. It looks barbarian-ish.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd it go? Had it. It's tiny. All right. So as you are wandering down the path, finally, after calling you guys here 40 minutes ago. Wait, that's be a
We're
little
working
bigger
it
than
out.
it needs to be.
It's okay. I'm 90% sure my sheet is done, so we're good.
Yeah, right.
You guys are wandering down the path, and Hazel, you disturb a fox that was seemed to be prowling or hunting through some bushes, and it leaps out onto the path and stares at you guys for a minute. Um, and it kind of like growls at you, like just for fun, because I've made you wait this long. Roll initiative.
Oh look, it's a lucky rabbit's foot.
Real close, Hazel. Real close.
It's furry. It has ears. It's a rabbit.
You should do a nature roll.
I know a rabbit when I see a rabbit. Oh, that's not one.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Okay. Well, a fox jumps out of the bushes and growls at you. Peregrine, what would you do about that?
Shoo. Get. Go on. Get out of here.
Roll, I guess, an intimidate check if unless you have some other kind of function here.
No, I do not have some other kind of function here.
Would that be intimidate or diplomacy? It seems more intimidating.
Yeah, I don't think you can. As
Maybe
much as I would love
is animal handling a thing still?
Nature rules.
nature.
Nature rolls for animal handling. I'll let you go nature, or it'd be or a -2 on an intimidation check is what that's gonna add up to then.
Well, a -2 on an intimidation check is still better than my nature.
Okay.
So,
Let you intimidate a fox.
yep.
Okay.
Eh,
10. And that's probably, I think that's against its, it doesn't have to roll save. It's against its will DC, right? Fox has a
Yes.
will DC. It does not pass. The fox continues to growl. It's like, I don't know, it's like spitting. Mr. Vladivostok, what would you do about that?
Let's see. Okay. Here we go. All right. I will attempt to. Okay, let me try. I gotta remember if I'm doing this right. Man, I've been looking at this all week. I should know. All right, is it? I think it's this. How do I? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll just link it in chat. Trying to see how do I do that as an action?
You have to put that in your action bars, right?
On the
So
bottom.
so yeah, so like where you have actions, hit browse, and you'll be able to browse for exploit
There we go.
vulnerability, and then you click it from there and it'll pop up.
Okay.
Nice.
So if I understand correctly, select a creature you can see and attempt an esoteric lore check against a standard DC for its level.
Okay.
Okay. So esoteric lore.
So you're going for a critical success on this.
Yes.
Okay. What are you pulling out for what is the implement that you would be using for your esoteric lore on this fox?
Uh oh, okay, okay. There we go. That's right. I have to go to my skills. Right? Where is that? Oh, it's not there.
Well,
Okay, here we go.
Okay, that's helpful. So you do that. And it's a standard. You got to make your esoteric lore check.
Right. It didn't give me that I can see.
So you don't have a place where it lets you make an esoteric lore check. So
Well,
so lore would be a skill. It'd be one of your lore skills, right?
right.
Esoteric. So you probably would have to add that in unless
That's
it's
what
a
I'm
special.
doing now.
And then it's whatever your basic lore, but it would be trained, I'm sure.
Yes. Let me go back to.
What's your int?
It would be a +6. Here we go. Okay.
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 All right.
So
That's gonna
does
do
that
it.
beat its
It is a
standard
success.
DC?
Yes.
Okay. So I recall an important fact about the creature learning its highest weakness, but not its other weaknesses.
Okay. Ooh, that is specifically it's the weakness finding ability. What class is this?
The
Thaumaturge?
Thaumaturge.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's dense.
Hmm. We
And
built all these rules. Let's break them. We have to write a whole new rule book for it, but let's break them.
it's so good.
All right. It has no weaknesses.
Okay, then I get to.
Hungry.
That's
Very good.
fine. That's a totally normal thing. So it has no mortal weaknesses, but I can come up with a personal antithesis to it.
like you're coming up with something that this fox in particular would really hate.
Yes.
You can GM as a player now with that character.
I need to play this.
Is Mars gonna have a very sudden career change?
No, I'll save it for Kingmaker so that I can fill in the blank for Tom on like every woodland creature.
Uh,
If I guess it's that. No, that doesn't do anything. Man,
Just
how do
roll
I
just
link?
just roll a plus something with +6. Roll the dice, add 6.
Um. Okay, so I can't even highlight it. Okay, sorry. Okay. So basically, it means I look at it. If as long as it's a success, I look at it and I get all my strikes do 2. I didn't even want to. I just wanted to see how that would all work though, and it's really hard. I'm not able to link anything. I'm gonna have to figure this out. So
Tell me about it.
what
I
I'm
couldn't even
going
get
to
you guys
do
control your own characters.
is I have this. Why?
Okay.
So I will roll an intimidate check.
you can put demoralize in your actions, and
Yes. Yeah. Now I'm seeing that. Okay. Oh my god.
oh, it was so close. It hit the 19 and then rolled back.
Yep, I saw that.
Oof. So, what is what was the antithesis thing, or is that a different? You have to do
So
that like on
that
next turn, or
is. I don't know how to link it. It's so
It's not an action to do, right?
It is part of the exploit vulnerability.
It's weird that it doesn't show it with that.
mechanically, what
go.
does it do for you?
Oh, now you show the right one.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot you have to click on the little symbol. So you improvise a custom weakness. So it's a fox. Uh, because I succeeded, I would know personally, not a lore thing, but I would know personally, foxes hate clove cigarettes. And so I would take the clove cigarette I'm smoking and gently trace it over the head of my axe. And so when I hit the fox, I do an extra. It's 2 levels rounded down, so just an extra 2 damage. So if I hit, then I just get an extra 2 damage.
That's great.
But it's dude,
That's
it's
funny.
yeah, it's you make up whatever. It could be as goofy or as serious as you want it to be.
I love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. All
It's
right, this.
really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Yep.
tried to glare,
Okay.
did not work. I will I can move my token now. I will attempt to rush it and wave my hands in a ridiculous fashion.
Can anybody else?
And that's my 3 actions.
No? How'd you do
Now
that?
here, Fox.
Is it because it's his turn? Is it being that wonky? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can.
You guys can't move?
Peregrine, can you move your guy around?
Nope. Nope.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. So what did I do?
Oh,
wait.
shit,
Whoop,
yes, I can.
Hold
Oh.
up. Shit. Can
You
anybody
do-
else move theirs right now?
No.
I'll try using your keyboard.
Keyboard?
Yeah.
Which keys?
I can't drag it. Just arrow keys.
No.
No.
You can't click and drag it, but it moves on arrow with arrow keys.
I can't click and drag, but man, those arrow keys are what's doing it.
What the fuck is going?
So I'm
How'd you-
getting an error that
Alright,
says
hold on,
movement
hold on.
is set to combat turn only. It is
Yeah.
not your turn.
Oh, now I can move it.
Yeah, because I moved it to
There you go.
Hazel's turn.
Yep.
Okay, so movement is set to combat turn only. Well, that's kind of fun though. I don't
Oh.
hate that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We know.
So, and Anton moves there, and the fox, was going to be put off by your clove cigarette smell, but that terrible intimidation check, bolstered his will, and he goes right for you, and goes to attack. There's a little move there he had to do. Oh wait, Alt, clicky.
Oh,
And he bites
yeah, that'll do.
you. Like teeth.
I like
For 1 damage.
So he actually does no damage. So
Oh
as a
no.
reaction, I have this.
Target of your expended.
Oh my god. Anton, you and I are gonna get along just fine.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I had a
Oh
feeling.
shit. Broken, broken, broken.
Oh, I could have the stuff that the thaumaturge has is so awesome.
This
It's
is
just
great.
it has so many different weird little subclasses, and they're all so good. It's oh god, so much flavor, so cool. So yeah, he's holding a axe in one hand and a amulet wrapped around his fist in the other, and the fox goes to bite. Amulet glows, and the fox does finds no purchase.
Wait, what was this? It either strides or leaps up to its speed and makes a strike at the end of the movement. Oh, okay. So he didn't have to spend an action to move. He pounced at you. That's exactly what he did. Cool. So he's gonna bite you again or try to.
You're trying my patience, fox.
No good. And well, he's only got the third thing to do. Unless actually, you know what? He'll take like a dodge action. That's like a thing, right? Can he do that? Only if
I
he
don't
can do it.
think so.
Only
I
if he
mean, if
can
it's
do
on his
it.
sheet,
Yeah,
that might be
exactly.
an enemy thing.
Yeah, I don't think that he can unless he really can. I got stealth, survival, acrobatics, athletics. That all makes sense.
You could just
Yeah,
leave.
no,
You could just get out of.
no, he's not gonna.
No, he's in it.
He is because you notice actually that he's got some mange on him.
Oh no.
As he's like striking at you, he seems a little like wonky eyed. And he's got like a rag or something caught around his neck. And it is Hazel's turn.
I'd probably try to take cover. That's an action. All right. How do we want to do? So many options. An action to draw my javelin.
Nice.
Eat.
Bam.
7 damage.
7 damage. Your javelin goes right through this thing, sinks into the soft earth behind it. And the
That's
fox wriggles for a minute and goes limp.
in my last action. Go over there and cut its foot off. I got a lucky rabbit's foot.
Okay. That was your last action, which ends the round, which means you hear from a distance, somewhere to the south of you, a sound that kind of sounds like. Dag! What languages do you guys speak?
I heard a hollow goat.
I mean, I could just look at your character sheets, but out of curiosity, um,
Just
do you
common.
guys have any language proficiencies?
Nope.
Says I do, but I don't. I shouldn't. I don't know why.
Okay, you don't have the int for it, huh? Is
Just
that
common.
wisdom here?
Eyes. Points at his
Got
arms.
real wise and real good at healing.
All right, so um, Jake, where did you find that thing that said like movement restricted to? Oh yeah, movement changed to free movement.
You just did it.
Yep.
You
Okay.
Yep. Now we can move.
Auto assign experience. Boom. There you guys go. You have some experience.
Hey, we're on the board.
You got the foot off. Um, and yeah, so um, after a moment, 10 seconds or so, you hear it again. Gag. Gag.
You guys hear the goat?
I'm not.
Gag.
I don't think that's a goat. I think we
It's a-
may have just killed somebody's pet.
It's
Actually.
this way.
It's a pretty bad feeling.
I hear something for sure.
It's over here. Goat, where are you, goat? Goat, here, goat.
You it's with that perception check, you definitely are picking up like language tonations, and it sounds like it's getting closer. Not quickly. It's coming from the south, but you know that volume. I don't know, 50, 100 yards. You know, who knows? You probably hear it a good ways off as is. But so you got 30 seconds passes or so, and it kind of continues on that way.
You said the fox had a piece of cloth tied around its neck.
Yeah, if you look at that, yeah, it has a soiled, like brown handkerchief, tied around its neck, and
Okay.
it's kind of got like a knot. Yeah.
I'll take the handkerchief.
Okay.
This, I, f-
It's got a fresh, kind of dark red stain, uh, soaking up a good quarter of it.
Got my javelin.
gonna just wash that off a little bit. It's not. That seems not great. What
Yeah,
direction did the voice go in?
It came from south on the path, and sounds like it's getting kind of closer. Kind of frustrated too. Like,
be careful with that javelin. That fox was sick.
okay, well, um, as you guys just sort of head further down the path.
I would say we're probably approaching the voice.
Yes, yeah, kind of heading straight
Okay.
for it.
I'm looking for the goat. Makes a lot of noise for being hollow.
Mm. Yep. Sure enough, he's gonna be tiny. I gotta adjust all the configurations here. Sure enough, as you guys are walking down the path, you guys weren't born yesterday. You would know a goblin in this universe when you saw one. Round the bend from some rocks, uh, pops out a goblin. And he kind of like stops when he sees you. Wait, that's too big. I would say, yeah, it's just gonna be a roll initiative. You guys weren't necessarily trying to prepare for anything there. So here we go again. Encounter. We'll see how this goes. pretty far back there. So yeah, he turns around and he's kind of like looking around this way and that, and he's kind of looking at the underbrush, and then he like sees you guys, and he kind of like freezes for a quick second. Anton, you have the initiative.
Okay. So, is this correct? 40 feet?
Sure. Oh wait,
Okay.
wait, is that right?
That's what it
No, wait,
says.
10. No, no, it's not. It's half that
No?
because you guys are
Okay.
much bigger. Yeah,
Okay.
I sized everybody up.
I know a goblin when I see one. I will attempt to exploit vulnerability. So this is against his standard DC.
Okay, you're gonna have that, I'm sure. It's his. Is it a will? No,
No, it's
I guess it's just whatever. It's the 10 plus creature level then.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got it. It is
Yeah,
not a
esoteric lore
crit
check
success.
against a standard DC for its level.
Yeah. So it's a -1. So you would need
Nice.
a 19 to crit,
Crit.
but that'll
Alright.
still be a success.
Yep.
So you learn its greatest weakness. Probably its dead pet.
Me. I'm its greatest weakness.
That's you're gonna something in your gut tells you this guy was looking for the fox that just got impaled.
Okay then. Yeah, I could suss that out.
Goblins have no mortal or magical weaknesses per se.
I will approach. Do you speak common, little goblin?
He draws back, and he nods.
I will say to you, if you mean us harm, you will not be long for this world.
Um, no, no stabby. Looking for Garg. Garg is small dog.
Then I'm afraid I have some bad news. Your dog is dead. It attacked us while we were peacefully walking down the trail.
That was a rabbit.
My friend here made short work of it.
He looks from you guys one to the other. Peregrine, do you have the handkerchief in your hand?
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry.
it-
Sorry, guy.
yeah, those red eyes just
I'll
the ears drop back.
hold
There's
it
a
out.
bit of a quiver.
Hey, listen, little guy. I'm real sorry about your dog, but if it's any consolation, it was real fast.
Fair.
It was a sick animal. It was for the best.
It was a rabbit. It wasn't a dog. Here, look. See, it's a leg.
Oh, Hazel, don't do that.
You're going to make him sad. Yeah.
Uh,
That's my
Ant-
turn. I mean, that's plenty.
Anton, yeah, I think that's your turn. Hazel pulled the rabbit out. That's an interact.
Okay. See?
To which, yeah, he's visibly disturbed. He has his little blade out like that, but he's just like,
Then I'm going to not okay. This is gonna be how I'm pulling the leg out, showing it to him. But then we're actually gonna roll a demoralization because I have also intimidating glare. But I don't really want to say anything to it. It's just the visualization of the leg out as my
it's demoralizing just to see it.
yes.
Just
The-
what? No, he's totally demoralized.
This
Honestly,
is this is what I'm rolling. So
you better get this roll because he he ought to be.
that
Oof. All right. So not mechanically demoralized, but
I'll put it away and then grab my weapons again. My turn.
okay. Peregrine.
I'm just gonna hold out the handkerchief and walk up to him, and offer it to him, and say, I'm real sorry about your pet. Garg, was it? You can, you should have this. This is yours. But I would recommend going back home before my large friend there gets a little too zealous in his use of weaponry.
Okay. Is that gonna do it for you?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, he, he the goblin, his eyes kind of narrow a little bit as you say all that, and he kind of stiff upper lip, and he reaches he's got his dagger out, but he reaches his other hand. And he's looking at Hazel there. He reaches his other hand out, uh, and he takes it, and he goes to run. I don't know what I just did. Ping combatant. All right, that's interesting. Um, so I guess that makes it his turn. And he turns on his heel and starts running that way, fast as he can. It'll be a moment probably before we go out of sight, even though there's twists and turns and things out there. Um, anybody bothering to chase him or stop him?
No. Discretion's the better part of valor.
All right.
He has to go find his dog.
Yes, Hazel, that's correct. Unfortunately, I
That's
think he will be looking for a long time.
Bye, Goblin.
Pergly, that was more than decent of you. I think
I
that
feel
was a
bad for the
young.
little guy.
Yes, that was a young goblin, I believe. He was. They are not known for taking good care of their pets. So, you know.
Well, maybe
And
he
there you
learned a
go.
lesson with this one, and he'll be more responsible with his next pet.
One can hope.
And you can go ahead and you can take another 20 XP
Sweet.
for successfully dealing with the goblin, with the encounter. I like the way that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to kill everything.
Ah.
Just live through it until the DM moves you on to narrative again, and that's you're good. Yeah, I know. All right. So, um, you let this goblin like run off, and soon enough he turns into the brush and it kind of goes off. You guys continue your merry way down the path towards Hollow Goat.
Absolutely.
Presume. Okay. Then let's go over there.
Oh, Hazel, don't say that. That makes me feel even worse about killing his dog. That means it was just him and that pet.
I was disappointed. I thought I was finding.
Well,
I
I'm
don't.
sure we'll.
We're not quite there yet.
The long road.
Let's see here. Peregrine, roll
Hmm.
me a d4 if you don't mind.
How many goblins will come after us? 4.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now 4 hollow goats.
Each full of terrible desire for death.
Okay. I need to resize your tokens again and move you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and move the active page. um, before too long, the path really gets overgrown. Even though it's not a tended path by any means. It's clear that there was a path here that was used, heavily, even a century ago. It was pretty much kind of laid out, routes and things that you were stepping over the whole time. But as you get closer to the town, the growth really thickens, and you find you're at a point where you are having to kind of cut through or crash through, like trees, like vines and bushes and things like that, like to clear the path to get through, or find like kind of ways around it. So it takes a little bit of time. Um, I would say, depending on how you what you think your preferred style would be, maybe make a like survival check to navigate around that brush and through it, or athletics check to clear it and have it be a non-issue. And this would be a group thing, so I would say you're gonna want to choose your skill leader for this,
Rolled too fast.
because isn't that the way that like sort of some of this stuff is supposed to go, like task leader?
Follow the expert kind of thing.
Yeah.
We don't have any experts.
Well, you're level 1.
Yeah, Hazel, you wanna push through first?
Yes. I'll just hack away.
Fantastic. Have a little bit of help.
You want me to reroll?
Just throw
I'll
the
let
one
you
on
if
top
you
of
want.
it.
You can, if you really want.
I mean, 16's pretty good.
Yeah, 16's pretty good.
Yeah, it'd be a gamble. You can re-roll it if you want. You can keep it if you like it. Say you like it.
I mean, statistically, you could get a much better roll.
On the other
Although it's
hand,
Paul. It's Paul.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. All right. Nope. Nope.
No,
Nope.
no.
You've decided. You've decided
No.
and persuaded me. Peer pressure says roll again.
Absolutely.
Here's the one. See the one?
I feel better
Boom.
about this.
All right. 21.
You
No, I'm
are
not.
actually having quite a bit of fun. What's the largest sort of weapon that you have?
A battle axe?
Okay. So you pull that out and you start kind of clearing and crashing through stuff, but before too long you got the battle axe in one hand, you got a hatchet in the other, and you're doing both. And then suddenly you're like, no, screw this. You throw the hatchet 10 feet, boom, you catch a vine into the trunk of a tree, right? At the same time you're clearing other stuff with the hatchet. You're the man, just like mowing the lawn down this path. So Peregrine, Anton, you basically get to follow behind uninterrupted.
nice.
Um, you do such a good job, that I will say, um, um, the other two behind you get to make some perception checks, with +2, because they don't have to really worry about it too much.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, Peregrine, what class are you?
Champion.
Oh, you're a champion. Okay. Okay. So holy warrior kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And your god's domains are what?
Oh, moon, dark. Uh, what else? Darkness, moon, repose, and soul.
Darkness, moon, repose, and soul. Interesting. Okay. I'll try to bear those in mind. As Hazel is cutting through the brush, there's a lot of movement of things like chopping and falling and kind of getting touched to the side, but like you feel like once or twice after he's cut and branches have fallen that you see another like branch shift or move and you turn to see, but there's nothing. It's just the debris and the forest. But as the last sort of 2 or 3 minutes, as you're sort of, you can start to make out the roofs of some crumpled ruins ahead. Uh, you see this a couple of times.
I'll Anton,
Just for
I
have some
think
room.
there's
Back you guys up. Some.
something out there. I keep seeing things moving out of the corner of my eye.
That is not good. I have not noticed anything. I would say keep your weapons at the ready.
All right, I'll pull the scarf down and wrap it around one hand.
Got my hatchet out.
Okay. After another moment or so, Hazel cuts through a pretty thick-looking bramble, and a path clears up ahead. Still overgrown, but not nearly as suspiciously thickly as had been. And there seems to be a ruined village in front of you. I'll say, for the sake of it, you guys are looking at what I'm looking. Do you have token control right now, or not yet? Has that not
Yep.
happened?
Yes.
You
Looks like
do.
I'm good.
Okay, so let me back you guys up and say that, like, Hazel, you just broke through this bramble. Come on, stop. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna play it really tight. You just broke through the bramble, like right there. You see this like little gap sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So boom. That's sort of the threshold of all this growth, kind of around you guys, and there's this path in front.
Ooh. Good. I like arm days. Exercising. This is the hollow goat.
Yeah, I think so. Certainly looks like it.
Where's the goat?
Well, Hazel, I got some bad news for you, which is that it's just the name of the town, and seeing as how it's abandoned, I'm not sure there's any goats left.
Ugh.
So,
Sorry about that, bud.
yeah, that's bad luck.
Goes over, kicks this wall. Ugh.
Take it out on the wall. That's fine. Pergri,
Yeah,
you
that's
grew up around this area, right?
me.
Yes.
I mean a little bit. When I was a kid, it's that they're my cousins are the ones who really own the place around here, and so we used to come for summers every now and then. But I never we never got out this far.
Wall.
Pretty good damage. Oh, yeah, you took
Against the
chunk out
wall?
of it.
Yeah, there's like the rubbled wall right there, right? Is that a little like a
Yeah. You strike. Okay. Yeah, you strike the wall, and I would say it's rock, so it's got some hardness, but you crack a chunk of cobble. It's a cobblestone wall. Looks be about, 100, 100 years old, 200 years old, 500 years old. How do you know? But it's old. But it's got pits and holes and cracks in it, and you just made another one. Kafunk.
why'd we come here if there's no goats?
There's supposed to be treasure around here, Hazel. Yeah, I thought that might interest you.
Oh, I have
Um,
also heard the rumors.
Anton, as you start to pass,
Oh,
actually, Peregrine, you just step up into it, but as Anton starts to pass over the threshold after Hazel's moved a few feet ahead, uh, the the thick bramble vine that he had chopped through um, starts to sort of like regrow out from like the side of the growth around, it's not like the same vine, but another piece of it seems to kind of be coming out. It's not as thick or as big, but there's already seems to be like a piece snaking across at like a visible movement, sort of speed.
Cool. So
You
point
can
that
you
out.
can do something with that, or you can just step past it real quick if you want. Peregrine, you were a step behind him. If you want to step over, it'll be a little acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. I'm real bad about that.
What would I roll
All
to know what this is?
You could make an argument for using athletics. What's that? Nature check.
Okay.
It's a jump. Athletics.
Would this be recall knowledge?
Sure.
Would it count as a recall knowledge? Okay.
Is recall knowledge creature specific?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay.
unless there are specific tags on the creature, like occultism or necromancy or something like that, and then maybe.
Yeah. No. To remember useful information on a topic, you can attempt to recall knowledge. So yeah,
Sorry,
that's
I'll
that's
unpause the
everything.
game, but don't wander too far.
Okay.
I'm gonna make an argument for athletics and say that I would just like to leap quite as far as possible, say 10 feet, if I was to be precise about it.
So you got to back up a couple feet to do that, right? And and then do the you got to get a little running start to kind of
Yeah, so
get
I
that
see
going.
the vine coming in, and I just sort of back up a few feet and then take a
Ah,
run and jump at it, and let's see
sounds
how
good.
that goes.
There we go.
Yeah, pretty fine.
Oh, easily. Foop. Go ahead. Yeah, you can put yourself on the other side of it there.
So I can use esoteric lore in exchange for any recall knowledge with a -2.
Okay. So that is, and then it's already built in. So that's a 15.
Yep.
Um, that's you that's clearly not natural plant growth. There's no plants that you've ever heard of. Not that you're an expert botanist, but that you're aware of that would grow at that kind of a speed. You would suspect that that's somehow magically induced.
It is magic, but certainly not normal. Good jump, Pericles.
Thanks.
It's entirely possible that it will try to attack us, so I would suggest stay away.
Yeah, the vine's already kind of made its way across the path and thickened up some and has these like kind of pink blossoms starting to grow out of it. Um, in addition to thorns.
That's weird.
That does not look like a normal plant growth.
I'll just cut it down again. Okay.
Good to know that it's gonna be tough to get back this way in a hurry, though.
Treasure here. What's the hurry?
No hurry, just something to keep in mind just in case. I like to be prepared. Let's go find some treasure, shall we?
I'm
Let's move further in.
trying, but I suddenly got stuck.
I'm frozen in place.
Did you know?
Ground's really muddy.
Just a second.
So Anton, there's nothing you don't know, is that right?
I have traveled far and wide. I have picked up many pieces of information, some of it dubious, but there is almost always a kernel of truth in even the wildest rumor. So, yes, I know many things.
You ever do like trivia nights down at the local pub? I bet you'd really clean up in one of those.
It would be unfair to the rest of the, perhaps paying customers.
No, that's the point of it, isn't it? You collect knowledge, little bits of it, and then you put that knowledge to good use.
Suppose that is fair. The Serendre would maybe look down upon it, but she would probably let it pass.
Fair enough.
Oh,
As you linger there, observing the growth of the vine and the blooming of the flower, before you get into that delightful conversation, we can proxy that. Hazel makes a comment about cutting it down again, and as you're about to turn on your heel, the flower is blooming out, and out of the flower, the large what's the center part of the flower? It's pestle, yeah, like sort of buds out and gets bigger and bigger, and then starts to form out, actually pretty quickly, limbs of its own, and a small um, plant-like creature leaps up on the top of the vine with some sort of like thorny appendage. Roll initiative.
thorny appendage.
That's what I said.
Have a boner.
I mean, it could be bone.
Anton will tell you. He
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll tell you what gave him the boner.
And then he'll deploy the exact opposite of that against the
That's
thing.
right. Yeah.
I mean, it must not be that hard of a wood since I cut through it.
Plant boners are weak to silver. If to sprinkle silver dust on it, and the boner withers and shrivels. It's
Oh,
anathema
wow.
to the boner.
See, Anton, this is the kind of knowledge that I think should be dispensed at every trivia night from here to Anselm.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so Anton, you were watching this thing, you get the drop on it.
Okay, so we're going to attempt to exploit vulnerability. So that is against a standard DC.
Oh yeah. That's a crit.
Okay.
Critical success. So that means you learn like all of its weaknesses, right?
Yes, that means I learn creature's weaknesses, and you have a flash of insight, grants even more knowledge about the creature. You learn all the creature's resistances, weaknesses, and immunities, including the amounts of resistances and weaknesses and vulnerabilities, such as what spells will pass through Golem's anti-magic.
Holy cow. You
Im-
basically get to see. So
You know
you
it's
basically
stat
get to
sheet.
see the monster sheet.
Yeah.
Basically, yes.
On a
Yeah.
crit success. Okay. So
my attacks become magical if they weren't already.
what implement are you using to divine this?
So that is the amulet.
Okay. So you pull out your amulet and you kind of focus in on this thing, and whatever auras and energies speak to you confer to you that this is a vine leshy. Leshies are, the kind of throwaway catch-all term for plant species. So all the variations of fauna, flora, excuse me, wrong one. All the variations of flora can be accounted for. This one obviously came from the vine. You're guessing it's a vine leshy. Um, it is intelligent, and um, can speak. It doesn't have any particular weaknesses or strengths, in terms of harm. Um, but it's an accomplished climber. It can um, transform into a vine, and I think, hold on, what's this?
Oh no.
Yeah, and has some, you know,
I
physical elements similar to the plant from which it sprouts.
Okay. Are they generally like friendly creatures, or would it be almost certain that like this is some kind of wild leshy? We're well within the bounds to just start cutting into it.
already did.
Um, you would. It is neutral. They are neutral creatures, but they certainly wouldn't take kindly to destruction of plant life in their habitat and things like that.
Yeah, I think we've gone too far. Hazel has wrecked it, which is fine. I was probably hacking away just as much behind him. Okay, so that was my one action.
Get like its AC or HP, or like any of that stuff too, or I mean, with the crit success, was it
I
that bad?
don't think so.
I'll read it over again. You continue with what you're doing.
Okay. See if this works. It does. Whoa. Okay.
Oh
Didn't mean to do
God.
that. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, so I will attempt to demoralize it.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll an intimidation check.
Woof.
Okay, nice. And then I will throw a hatchet at it.
So that's against its will DC. Okay. So it is frightened.
And I had the where is it? Here it is.
Sorry, I don't mean to have that pause anymore.
I have that, so it doesn't matter if it can't understand me or not. Takes a drag off a cigarette and just you.
Okay. So yeah, then the success that was a success, not a critical success, but it is frightened one.
Okay. And then he throws the hatchet at it. Okay, let's see. Nice.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh man. Um Okay, that is a hit.
Sweet. Okay, so that's actually 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yes. I get
12 damage.
2 from this, and then 2 from the exploit vulnerability personal antithesis that I had last time. Sorry, there's so much going on.
Okay, so it's a one-handed weapon,
Yep.
which you throw, but you have your amulet or whatever in the other hand, so you get extra bonus damage from it, and you get extra bonus damage for correctly identifying this thing, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so 12 damage. Yeah, you cleave it solidly, and like sap oozes from a giant gaping wound on this thing.
I don't think there's any point in trying to talk this one out. That's my turn. That's 3 turns. That's 3 actions.
Okay. Hazel.
I like your style. Alright, well, still have that battle axe out and my hatchet out since doing. Gonna move up to, and then we're going to, you know what? This time I'm going to say, I've already cut you in half once. Now I'm gonna take care of that Woody. Or lies. This.
Okay.
Now he's frightened too.
All right.
Nice. Dude, way to go. That's awesome.
Boom. That's how you do it. So
Yeah.
frightened 2.
And then last action.
Oh, he's so scared, he's cowering. So he's below your strike. Okay, that was last action. Peregrine.
I feel bad. We just cut through him, but I guess the best thing to do now is just to sort of make it a quick death. I don't want it to suffer, and if it grows back, it'll grow back, and that's the way things have to be. So I'll just swing my scarf at it and try to end this as quickly as possible.
That'll probably do it.
The very precise circumcision.
Woof. Yeah. You decapitate this thing with your scarf.
Oh, it's all sticky now.
Yeah, it dies.
Why is it sticky?
It's the sap, Hazel. Sap.
Boom. It dies and like kind of immediately looks like desiccated, like whatever whatever vitality was in it before is sort of gone, and the color starts to fade from the vine that grew out as well.
I'm taking a spear.
Sure.
What?
You pull out that spear, but it actually like falls apart in your hands.
No, it's on his body. I want the
You
spear.
Do you want
wood
the
rots
spear?
away.
The wood rots away, but the head of the spear is actually made of a tooth, an animal tooth. It's like about as big as your hand almost.
Thrown weapon.
So you can keep that. It would, you think you could throw the tooth like a dagger or something, or maybe affix it to another haft.
It's for my collection.
Ask Anton what it's from. He'll know.
Field it over, almost getting it in his face. What's this from?
Let me get a good look.
Be nature.
Actually, you know what? It would be the same. So I'll just do this.
And there is some 30 XP for defeating that thing. The vine itself sort of desiccates a little bit and shrinks. It doesn't go away, but it doesn't seem alive anymore. That is the tooth of a very big animal, like bigger than a. I don't know what's the biggest animal that you would think of that would have predatory type, incisors. Maybe it looks like a fang or an incisor or something meant for puncturing. So
Like a whale.
That's right, Hazel. Just like a whale.
Yes. The deadliest
tooth.
land animal. The whale.
Very deadly.
Terrifying and stealthy. No, it could possibly come from a displacer beast or like a shadow cat or I mean it's hard to say really exactly. But,
And a whale.
yes, or a whale, of course. Probably
Actually,
a whale.
good guess though.
Just a whale.
That's a good range for the size. I like that idea.
Whatever the land version of a whale is.
Land whales. Yeah, I'll watch out for them.
Alright, let's find the treasure. No more stick people.
So as you move into the what seems to have once been like the village center, the first thing that strikes your notice is the overgrown but and broken down, but fairly clear representation of what once was a large goat's head, built over like a well. So where you see this well here, you can see like the pretty clear sort of cobblestone well, and then there's like a bit of a raised up sort of roof above it, and on top of the roof seems to be like a statue was built of a a goat's head, but it's been broken away, like it's got part of one horn, and it's got some kind of like not hooves, but it's got like short stubby legs, like underneath it. Like it's someone attempted to build a goat out of scrap, maybe 100 years ago, and it's been left in the forest. So that's your hollow goat.
My goat runs over.
Oh shit!
My
Goat
goat.
is better than no goat.
It's the. I found my goat. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Can I pick it up?
It's kind of like above you, but you like step up there to like try and grab at it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Hazel, don't get.
It's a hollow goat. It's my goat. This is our treasure. We found a treasure.
I mean, historically, sure, I get it's kind of an important thing, but man, don't get tetanus, bud.
Just a second.
You should
What
put on
happens when
some
you run
gloves.
right up to the goat?
Heavy. Athletics check if it's heavy.
Nice.
Second.
Reason why he can carry so much, he does have
The hall.
hefty hauler.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Good thinking. Too many bestiaries. I mean, not that that's necessarily what I'm.
I don't think demoralize and the frightened condition stack.
There's your hollow goat, Paul.
Nice. I thought
You go to lift it, and
it
with
just-
a 22. Sorry, what?
I thought the frighten it just keeps. If you add more frighten to it, it just goes to the next degree of it. It goes away each turn. That's how I thought frighten worked. So you can be like frightened 4 technically.
We could figure it out later. It's cool.
That's what I understood. The effects get worse as they stack, I think, right? Okay, so you go to lift this thing, and sure enough, you're strong enough. The roof starts to sort of like collapse as you're sort of pulling this thing off, and it's made of kind of thick old wood and some pieces of like iron. And as you're pulling it, it tries to one of these stubby legs. You think it's like falling out, but it falls out way too fast and tries to kick out at you. So it's going to make an attack.
No goats.
Ambushed by the goat.
Wow. The kick misses, and you guys need to roll initiative.
It was
Apparently they
supposed to
can't
be
see
friends,
that.
goat. Oh, that's my lots of.
That's actually what I was reading. That same exact thread.
Yeah.
What is it?
So yeah, you can frighten something to like frightened 2, and then if you try to frighten it again with a frightened 1, it doesn't stack. It doesn't make it frightened 3 or anything. As far as I can
Oh,
tell.
okay.
Good to know.
Okay. So it would it extend Frighten 1 for another round then?
No,
Or would it
That's
just would it move
question.
it
I don't
to
think it
you?
would.
No, it wouldn't.
no,
It would.
because it ends at it goes down at the end of that character's turn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No point.
Yeah.
I just wasted an action, so we didn't get really any benefit. I just wasted an action, really. Right? I guess Frighten did.
Okay.
And then Pedigree crit, so it really didn't change anything.
Well, Anton, Hazel's been talking about his goats ever since you left town. Sure enough, he sees this lumpy, busted ass thing and runs right up to it to give it a hug. And did it just try to boot him in the face? Did that busted ass statue try to boot him in the face? What are you gonna do?
Let's hit it with. Stop me if you've heard this one before. 13 against
If ever
standard
there was a time you
AC.
wanted the crit, you don't get it, but you
Yep.
do get a success.
Okay. So that gives me 1 piece of useful advice. Not useful advice, but success. You recall an important fact about the creature learning its highest weakness. So yeah, highest weakness. And then wow, unarmed and weapon strikes against the creature also become magical if they weren't already. On a success, if that was a success.
Okay.
Not critical success. So whatever its highest weakness is.
What the hell kind of weaknesses does an old goat statue
goat
have?
head?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
basically a giant goat head with weird feet.
Rust in time.
Yeah,
Okay.
rust in time. You can't discern any weaknesses of this thing, but that's really all it's supposed to
If
give
there's
you.
nothing to give me, it's okay.
It's not like a knowledge check about what the thing is. It's really just about its
Just it's
weaknesses.
pure weakness. Yeah, like weakness to fire, like 5 or fire 10. But the thing is, like the way it works is if you don't have that, then I can just use my personal antithesis and I get to just make something up.
Okay, so there's no weakness.
Okay.
Go on, Anton. Tell it
So-
about rust in time.
Yep. So he will take a little bit of we'll say like I don't know, sulfur dioxide that he has in a vial, and sprinkles it on the edge of his axe. And how far is this? Whoops. That'll put me right there. So that's one action. Second action moves up. And we'll try to cleave. Watch out, Hazel. It's going to. The statue of the goat is alive. It's some type of magic. I hope it's not Fae. I hate Fae.
I don't know its name.
Roll to hit. Ah, damn. Didn't hit. All right.
No
So
good.
yeah, it's wiggling.
All right.
Hold it still. Okay, that's my turn.
Perry.
All right, Hazel. I think we're gonna need to bring this thing down if you want to deal with it. Yeah. I'll. How far? I mean, it's not that far up because Hazel can grab it, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like 5 feet off the ground.
Okay. 1, 2. Let's see. Okay, I'll move up to it and I'll try to pull it down with Hazel.
Okay.
What would that be? Athletics.
Yes. Actually, well, it would be like a grapple. I think you'd have to grab the thing.
An unarmed
it's-
grapple.
Yeah.
Well,
it
the
is now.
question is, am I grappling it? Did my athletics track beat that to make me grapple it when I picked it up? Because I really went in just.
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so I have it grappled in my hands because it was a 22, and it's fortitude D.
Yeah, it just tried to kick you and it missed, so there's no reason you would have let go. Yeah.
Oh,
You have it grappled. You have it grappled. So does that give it a disadvantage, or does that give any someone else a +1 to attacking it or something like that? Okay. So
put grappled on it and see what it.
could do that, couldn't I?
Restrained, I think. But no, that's only on critical success.
Grabbed. It's
Grabbed. Yeah,
grabbed.
there you go.
Okay. So grabbed is flat-footed,
Hey, that's pretty good.
immobilized,
Mm-hmm.
grabbed. Yeah. Cool. Has the grabbed condition. No.
You'd think. All right. I don't really know how best to take down a statue, but if this thing is gonna come at us, then Ashava, I'd appreciate some support and or guidance on this. Why don't you take the forefront? I'll cast a moonbeam at it.
It's hollow. Just look inside it.
Okay, moonbeam.
Nope.
Oh no.
Woof.
Wow. You really left me high and dry this time.
Used your name and everything. Come
I
on.
get it. Listen, I understand this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me either, but you did just embarrass me quite badly in front of my friends, so we're gonna have to talk about that.
Yikes. All right. So does moonbeam stick around, or is it just like a blast
Nope.
attack?
Nope. It's just a nice beam of moonlight comes down and hopefully does something. And in this case, I don't think it even came down at all.
It is a cool blast attack when it hits. All right. Is that cast time 2? So is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, Hazel, you have this thing grabbed. You know that much.
All right. And we're over the well.
You are over the well.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Fucking boat.
it was sitting on top of like a roof built over the well. So you have it grabbed, but it's sitting on there's a structure built over the well.
I'll go through the structure if you'll allow me, or I'll pull it out and throw it down the well. Either way, I'm throwing this damn wet thing down the well. That's my whole turn. I don't care.
It's as big as you are.
Oh, okay. Is there? Yeah, there's not.
It's
enough room
not.
between...
It's not a little
Okay.
desktop.
All right. Give me a couple levels, and I can throw it.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you want to try and
I'll have throw anything soon.
Oh, that's right. You're a thrower. That's right. If you want to try and pull it down through the roof structure, that's going to be a pretty impressive athletics check. If you, want to just try and throw it off or to the side or onto the ground, I mean, you can.
I'll just hold it. I'll still. So to maintain a grab, I actually have to use an action to do.
Does it count as an attack too? I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah.
I think so.
Well, you can. Ooh.
You just
I
have to
think
spend
you
the action
can-
to maintain the grab.
Yeah, you just have to
Once
spend
you
the
have
action to
it
maintain
grabbed.
it.
Yeah.
I believe that's correct. Yeah,
It would be its action to try and break the grab.
that's right.
All right, so I'm gonna hold the grab, one action. and then get it with this.
Nice. There you go.
Can go.
Okay. Battle axe. 9. What are we looking at? 19. Yeah, sorry. Hits. Does the damage. Let's do that damage. Make sure I've got this selected. Boom. Whoa. You obliterate it.
Is it
destroy
hollow?
it. It was hollow.
Yes.
And out of the thing falls something shiny. And this is actually good timing because for some reason Clyde is going crazy down there, and it's late, and I gotta go see what's going on. So first, roll me a d20, Paul.
Ooh.
Nice.
There you go. That's the time for it.
I hope
That's
it
a
is.
ball 20, so that's like a 40. technically.
Yeah, yeah.
A ring falls out.
Oh.
There's your treasure.
Told you. Hollow goat.
A ring falls out. And just to save us the time, it is a ring of discretion. But you won't find that out until you get back to town to identify it, which is where you guys decide that you're gonna head now. You made it to Hollow Goat. You cleared a path. You don't think that Leshy's regrowing at this point. Time to call it a night.
We should head
We
back
did
to
fine.
town.
We found
Yes.
the hollow goat. I guess we
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring
had
both
knowledge
halves.
about everything.
Both halves of the hollow goat are coming.
Mission accomplished.
Yes.
Well done.
Make a hat out of it.
Yeah, you may end up wanting to come back here at some point or another and poke around more. You have a feeling, on your way out, you might have heard something, or you felt like you were being watched, or maybe you just smelled gold. Gold has a smell, right? Guys, thank you so much for jumping in the short one. Sorry to have to kind of call it abruptly, and sorry also for the the ED chunk of start, but that's the chaos of bringing a new family member in.
Thank you for running it.
Yes.
I would play half an hour. I would
Yes.
play
Yeah,
5 minutes
yeah.
if that's what we could get in. I don't
Oh.
care. Yeah.
To be
this is
fair,
awesome.
like this like especially because it's like now I'm just gonna start throwing a lot of like every turn around, and what else is -1 or level 0 that's hiding around the corner. This isn't so bad right now. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Look. This is my crack. I need my fix. I'll take it if it's 15 minutes, 2 minutes, an hour.
Tell me about it. I mean,
Seconded. Yeah.
Zmajewski's great and all, but like, where's my fantasy role playing? It's yeah, no, it's fun on that end. All right, guys.
Fun conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you
It
very
seemed
much,
like
Matt.
it. It seemed like it. I could give you some time for some character building. I'll see you guys on Discord, I'm sure, once I go settle the dog.
All right.
Enjoy the dog.
All
Enjoy
right.
the new
Have
dog.
fun.
Night.
Thank you again.
Night.
Good night.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Very much.
Yeah. No. It became unsynced for some. And I have no clue why. But I reestablished. I had to log back in to my Twitch account through Streamlabs, and then it all worked. So, because the stream link still was there,
Work on
so I could hit live. I could go live, but I couldn't do
know, right?
anything else.
Now it's time to.
So when I
now
logged
it's time
into
to
my
check all
account,
the things that I think I
attached
might
it
have
to it.
done wrong.
Yep.
It so maybe that helps, maybe that doesn't.
So do you just add lore skills?
Yes. To this particular character sheet, yeah.
Yeah.
You-
Okay.
you,
And then you
like-
just fill it in as needed. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
like my background came with warfare lore, right? But automatically put it in there.
Right.
But like,
But it did automatically put it in there.
yeah, because that came from my background.
Right.
I don't know how it works from you.
Well, it's part
Mine
of the
did not
character.
automatically put in my background lore. I had to add mine
Ah,
What?
manually.
okay.
Really? Did you use the same character
Yeah.
sheet?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
What background was it?
Astrologer.
And it's supposed to come with the lore you pick, or
No, it's supposed to come with lore. I think astrology.
oh, it didn't automatically. Well,
Did not. Mm-mm. It did give me my feet automatically, but not the lore.
Yeah, some feats I got automatically, and other ones I had to put in manually.
Mm-hmm.
On Path Builder, it put in the lores automatically,
yeah,
but in game, it looks like I just have to do it manually.
maybe they're still catching up. Mine worked. All of mine so far. Did you type in your back, or you dragged it from the
Drag and drop.
compendium? Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Are you gonna be throwing some things too, Anton? Is that what I see?
It's to save on the action economy. Is that's something I was reading about was like people have tried to pick sort of the system apart sort of strategically, and the idea is let's say you have a party of 5 PCs and you're going up against an enemy group of 3 enemies. You have 15 actions compared to their 9. So if you can use one of your actions to limit theirs, it makes like whatever you do 33% more effective. So if you can stay at range and have them approach you, their movement counts as an action. So they're wasting one of their precious 9 actions compared to one of your plentiful 15. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if I can stay away and like hucking something at it and have it approach me, it's more beneficial to. It's a weird sort of aspect of the game where whoever approaches first loses that action to move. So they only have 2 actions to do whatever else they want to do.
Which is why I think delay is such a big thing in this game.
Yeah.
There's 2 things. There's delay, and then what's the other one?
Because I like the way delay works in this, because it's not, hey, when this happens, I'm gonna do this. It's at the end of when something's turn. Any turns, you go, I want to take my turn now. You become in that initiative order, which is awesome. Like the delay works so much better than hold my action.
Yeah. Delay is really good. There's you can set something up as a reaction, and that one is not so good.
Oh,
It's never come into play.
that one.
It's
Oh yeah, that one takes like 2 actions, and then you have
And
to
your
keep your
reaction.
third action to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And that one is not good.
What is
Delay
that?
is the good one. It's so let's say, oh man, I can't move. Let's say like
We
I'm
can't
right,
do anything.
yeah. Let's say I'm right here, and then yeah, Hazel's right there. But let's say the enemy is over here. If I delay, then I would go after you, right? Okay, but if I forget what it's called, dang it. It's like it's holding a reaction. If I was to do that and wait until hoping the creature, like let's say we're in a hallway, the creature goes between us, then I can use my action, then I get it flat-footed. That's like one of the only few times where using that would make sense.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's almost never worthwhile because you're burning 2 actions and a reaction on something that might not even happen.
Exactly.
But
It's
you're right. The delay,
gambling.
that's the one that you want to use. That's the good one.
Delay is good. I looking at delay, it'll be big, and team strategy on how we fight some things, especially when they become harder. Delay is going to be huge.
Yeah.
I'd probably see that if I was a healer. I'd probably be delaying quite often. see if I have to
Yep. Mhm.
bring somebody back or help somebody or heal them or, you know. There's there's more strategy with Pathfinder 2.
Yeah.
I'm digging the system. I think this is by far fun. Maybe it's part because we're playing on Forge, but I think we'd still have this much fun in person, to be honest.
Mhm.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I know
No,
it's
me
fun to get into the nitty gritty of it, and like having all the actions to choose from is really helpful and interesting to sort of like guide where we go and what we play into.
Man, like freaking Hazel is acting kind of like Britain. He accidentally right about a hollowed goat.
What a surprise! What a surprise!
Not. I don't know if he's making this up because I'm saying this shit or this was actually what's going.
Of course he's making it up because you're saying that shit. Of course that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna druid for abomination. I'll kill a character in this and then play something new in this.
there you go.
I know this will be a fun one to sort of run through the classes like
Yeah.
fairly quickly. I've got a whole bunch of Russells all loaded up.
It's
All
a
the
big family
cousins.
tree.
It is a big family tree.
Looking at a gunslinger too. Path. You get different options of how you want to interact with your load. I was gonna take the melee and the strike to reach. I was
Yeah.
gonna use like a whip, so I was kind of gonna go like Indiana Jones, so I could still stay ranged, so I don't have any penalties for shooting, right? And then I can reload, hack, whip, and then I get a free step. Like the action you get a free draw with melee, ranged, and a free step towards an enemy. That free at the beginning of turn at the initiative, first turn. That's pretty big for action.
Yeah.
Gunslinger
That's a
seemed
lot.
Yes. Yeah.
have a build.
There's a ton of different cool guns too that are really, really neat.
Yeah. So maybe if I do change, it'll be to a gunslinger. Kind of cool. We're going in crypts and dungeons and stuff. Kind of seems fun. Might just be Harrison.
I like that. That would be good.
Yeah. I get it. Yep.
But Ford with a J.
Fjord.
Ford.
Mhm.
Here's a Fjord.
Jefferson Fjord. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go hang out with my mama.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for playing. Good to see you.